then you have no sport in the nation. And so definitely this afternoon won't be different. It promises to be another exciting time. And so we're going in the way we've never gone before. Of course, my name remains Raymond, Tolulope, the sports illuminator. I'll see you come on board. This afternoon, we'll be going towards basketball. But this time around, it's going to be wheelchair basketball. Wheelchair basketball. We'll look into it, and of course, discuss so much about it. I've got the chairman. I just tell you wheelchair basketball chairman in the building with me. Well seated and ready to take us through. Everything we need to understand about wheelchair basketball, the development in the Oyo State, how the game started, what's the game about, and so many technical input we need to know. Of course, the chairman and superintendent Olusegun Famuyiwa, the chairman of Oyo State wheelchair basketball. He also doubled as the Oyo State Police Command Sport Officer. Are seated with me. Right in the studios of Pensioners 106.7 FM. Let me begin on board. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, fine. To the glory of God.
You're welcome to Pensioners 106.7 FM.
Thank you.
First, how have you coped with COVID-19?
Because I've just taken position, and to the glory of God, we are safe.
To the glory of God, we are safe. That's the most important, definitely. But then, looking at the effect of COVID-19 on sports, those times that there was no sport at all, what have you, the organization, the association, then your athletes, what have you been doing?
In fact, it has not been very easy. Somebody has been keeping fit every day, going to training, shedding weight, burning calories, and you are now restricted that you can't come out, you can't do anything of such. It's a great big deal. But occasionally, on their own, they can take a trek, jogging around while they are protecting themselves, of course, with nose mask and some other things. So we have been managing. Okay,
we have been managing. Of course, in the studio as well is the coach, chief coach of Oyo State basketball. I'm going to find you, Sha. I'm saying it over here. He knows why. Coach Taye Shobogo is here in the building. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Fine. Okay. So we'll go straight to action. But first, who is Superintendent Olusegun Famuyiwa? Born in Ibadan, but Ijesha by origin, Ijesha in Osun State. Some 53 years ago, it was the family of Pa and Ma Joel Ojo Famuyiwa, who hail from Imesile in Nubokula government, right in Osun State. And of course, we went to primary school at UNA. UNA Kotado Ibadan. Of course, secondary school, Islamic High School, Orita Basho. I went further for his BSc at the Bafemi Awolowo University. And of course, got his master's at the University of Ibadan. He's married with children. Like that, superintendent, he's a police officer. Apparently DPO at Akobo, and of course officers in charge Oyo State Sport Command. apparently the chairman of your state wheelchair basketball. That is what I'm going to. Let me first start. Any additional subtraction from the little profile of yours that I've just read?
Just try. Only dear to me,
Dear Tony Nko. And maybe you want to add one or two things?
What I've just tried to add is I've been representing Oyo State basketball. I played for the Tolulope Warriors years back, and which we tried. I also play handball too. I play for police national team. I play basketball for police national team also. And I'm into athletics. I throw shot put and discus. And I represented this state.
Wow.
Winning medals.
You seem to be all around. Handball, athletics, shot put, basketball,
discus.
Seems like you are everything wrapped into one. Total completeness.
To God be the glory.
Okay, to God be the glory. That is Superintendent Olusegun Famuyiwa with the chairman of your state wheelchair basketball. Let's go straight. First, wheelchair basketball. Thank God I have Coach Taye here and basketball itself. What is the difference? I mean, what is wheelchair basketball itself?
Wheelchair basketball is not the only difference is that wheelchair, because it's for the less privileges. I mean, those that maybe physically handicapped.
Okay.
Maybe their leg, they cannot stand up on their feet, but because there is ability in disability, they too they can play basketball. Basketball is played by people who can run around on their leg, jump, shoot, and the wheelchair basketball too, they can run around on their wheel and they will still play basketball. They shoot, they block, they make point, so there is no much different than that wheelchair.
Okay, so that means basically wheelchair basketball is just like basketball except from the wheelchair aspect.
That is it.
So the same rules, guys, that guiding basketball is the same rules that guide wheelchair basketball.
Of course.
Wow. So wheelchair basketball, when did it originate? I mean, talking about now, Oyo State now.
Oyo State came into wheelchair basketball because there was a competition, All-African game, and that was 2007. And we have about 2 players that are Oyo State indigent in that team that went for the All-African game. And the coach, after that game, when they came back, we discovered that you should have the same thing here. And that is how it comes to, since 2018, we are wheelchair basketball.
2008.
Sorry.
2008. So
after the All-African game, 2007.
Oh, okay. So it was well originated.
Yeah.
And then wheelchair basketball, well, that is that time you became the chairman?
No. I became the chairman 2 years ago.
Just 2 years ago down the line. Okay. Let me leave Oyo State a bit. And let's start from you now. You just mentioned the fact that you've shot put, discourse, so many sports, all you alone. Let's go into your journey into sports. How did it all started? Your journey. How did it all start into sports?
I think my journey into sports, I can say it's inborn. When I was in primary school, I was representing the school, running, doing all sorts of at least physical activity. I play football too at Ekotedo, that is United Native African Church, Ekotedo, Yolobe. After that, secondary school, I was also always representing Oyo State at these all the secondary school games. I went and threw shot put, discus. That was 70. I think 80, 81, okay. 70, 80, 81. I represented Ibarakwa. Ibarakwa local government then. Represented Oyo State at the game. And I came back with silver and bronze in shot put and discus. Now, having finished my secondary school, went to Oyo State College of Education. I was then in Malaysia, now Osun State College of Education. Okay. That is where I started basketball. Because the players from the state then, from Ibadan, some of them they are at Oyo State College of Education. I mean, like players like Mark Balogun and the likes of Tunji we had just took education together. That was where I started playing basketball. I was playing handball from the beginning, like with Coach Etakpeme then. He's the coach of handball in Oyo State.
Right now?
No, long time.
Long time.
Okay. Coach Godi Etakpeme. He was the coach that really brought me into handball. But later, Magbalogo introduced me to basketball while we were in the college. And that since then, I've been playing basketball. Came back to Ibadan. I was taken into the team, Tolulope Warriors. And we started like that. And I think I've tried.
Yeah, you said he has tried. I mean, I look at the games. Handball, no, not handball now. Discus, shot put, basketball. How did you get into that? I mean, what was on ground? What was the platform? Because I look at this generation at our time. There will be some people out there who doesn't even know if handball exists. Some might even not be sure. Some might have had the game basketball, but not even know how it's being played.
Of course.
And what was that platform there that introduced? Because almost every chairman I've brought in, I've already been talking about. I've been involved in this sport. What was that platform? What was that thing that was done right then that made you people being available for? I mean, there are so many games and so many things to do at that time.
I can give kudos and I can give the glory to the management team of sports in Oyo State years back. They actually tried because nearly all nooks and crannies of Oyo State, then they have their coaches that comes to school to take us on different sports. May so rest in peace. My athlete coach then is Coach. We gave him one name. He's from Okeogun. Akinranti.
Okay.
Akinranti. He was my coach. He came to Ilesha then. He was taking us on athletics. And Coach Cody Etakpeme was in Ilesha 2 zone. You know, Oyo State was together. It has not been. So that was the reason why many people can thrive in a lot of games. Like the coach that is sitting down beside me here, he plays football, he plays volleyball, he runs. I mean the chief coach of basketball in Oyo State. So all of us then, we have opportunity of knowing many games. And at the same time, I went for physical and health education, kinetics.
Kinetics.
So definitely you touch all sports.
So that means the platform was available for you to touch everything and see the one you are much more better. At the end of the day, which one did you eventually settle for?
I settled for basketball.
Basketball. So what brought that interest that it is basketball I want to do now? I'm not going for any other sport.
The game, you can see there's a kind of resemblance between basketball and handball.
Yes.
It's only some little, you can run, jump, do a lot of things in handball and blocks, and the same thing in basketball. But that happens to take, because we have the likes of Akim Olajuwon, then they were reigning during our own time. Akim Olajuwon, I can play basketball too. And Akim Olajuwon was playing handball. He was handball goalkeeper before he
became basketball.
Basketball. So something like that. That was just
all the revolution. Akim Olajuwon was formerly an handball goalkeeper.
The dream.
Yes, I know.
The dream. Akim the dream. It was during this festival, National Sports Festival. That was when it was discovered that with this height,
it should not be.
Why can't you come and play basketball? And it was taken like that.
Oh, that's just it.
Yes, and it brought a lot of glory to Nigeria.
Definitely.
So that was one of the reasons why I decided to go basketball.
Okay. In case you are listening, you can join us on Pensioners FM on Facebook. Our Pensioners FM on Facebook. You'll be watching us live. Or you can stream live via our website www.pensionersfm1067.com www.pensionersfm1067.com. The chairman of your state wheelchair basketball, Superintendent Olusegun Ofamuyiwa, is my guest this afternoon. Now, moving forward, already you said the difference between basketball and wheelchair is just the wheelchair. Every other skills the scoring system, it's just the same.
Same.
Everything.
Everything.
Wow. Okay, let me come to Coach Taye a bit. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
So, post COVID-19, during COVID-19, how have you coped?
There's nothing we can do about it when the government has us to stay at home, and everybody have to do one or two things to keep themselves busy, like jogging in the area, do some exercise inside your compound. Same thing applies to all the athletes as well, because I know I call some of my athletes that you guys should not just sit down at home doing nothing.
Just do little
Just do little
exercises.
exercise so that you can keep your body and soul together. That's just it. That's what keeps us now.
Okay. Let me go straight to basketball now.
Yeah.
What was that thing? Okay, let me see. Your own journey into sport.
I started playing football, as you said, because I'm a footballer to the core. Then, when one of my coach, my father, now saw me playing football with these sides, the man now tried to convince me. It took him a lot of time to convince me to come and play basketball, because I remember when I was in Ibadan Bosa School here, I have a friend, Tunde Omishore.
Okay.
He played volleyball. He even come around to introduce volleyball to me. Then we went to Liberty to start training for volleyball. I tried my hand in it. I just said, no, nothing like football. I go back to football until this man come around again. He come to every field that I play football to come and convince me to come to basketball.
Mm.
You understand? One day I just gave it a thought that let me go. What are they doing there that's so special to football? And I got there and I feel, see, I can try my hand in this game. Even people are so much in football than basketball. It's
Basketball.
like basketball are just coming. Then now just make up my mind once that okay, I'll switch to basketball.
So what year was that?
That is around 82, 83.
So just made up your mind that I'm turning to a basketballer.
Yeah.
I'm doing football.
Yeah, and that's what pays me till today.
Wow. So till now, before you became the coach of the Oyo State team. Right there.
Yeah.
That transition from being a footballer to a basketballer, how easy was it? Coping with the skills, the training techniques, the rules of the game. Maybe sometimes being from basketball, we even forgot that you're playing basketball.
Let's see. I think I didn't see any difference in all sports. No. I didn't see any difference in any other sport. As a sportsman, you should be able to do like 2 to 3 sports, so that whenever, because during our time when we are in off season, we go for games. We go for other games, like I play badminton as well.
Okay.
That's when I'm off season. I went to badminton not to play badminton, which I think I try. I even enter for one of their veterans competition in badminton. And you see, you should understand the game. See, basketball, even for me, I think basketball is even more strenuous than football. It's true. Because in basketball, we are 5 on the courts, no rest. You all run. It's like mass defense, mass attack. Mass defense, mass attack. But in football, you can still take a little bit of rest. So you understand, when the ball is not coming to your side, you walk, take your breath, and all that. But in basketball, man, the moment you want to attack, you make it 4 against 5, and they may use your space to go and make points. That's when your teammates will be now start fighting you. You're the one that caused that point and all that. But I even find basketball more strenuous than football. But the glory of God, because I made up my mind that I want to play basketball, the game did not take me more than 3 months before I break into the state team. The training and everything, because I've devoted my time to it. Morning, evening, morning, evening. Even my coach did not even believe it. Even till today, he always said it all because my coach is still around now. I think you may know him, Coach Ahmed.
Okay, yes, very well.
Yeah,
I've been here before.
Coach Ahmed is the father of all coaches in the States.
Wow.
After Babalola is him. He is the grassroots coaches. He's the one that develop, bring out all the players scouting everywhere around the states. You understand? That's why we call him father of all coaches, because he's the one that bring me into basketball, and man, he has done well.
He has done well, Coach Ahmed. Talking basketball, but this time wheelchair basketball. Now, looking at the fact that the difference between the normal basketball and wheelchair is the wheelchair itself, does that give more experts? And we're talking about if basketball is an era. Now, wheelchair basketball, will it be 3 naira, or I'm looking at the cost and the expense of the game. Where you put that one to Coach Tai?
Okay. See, I'll just throw more light on the wheelchair basketball.
Okay.
Wheelchair basketball is more expensive than
the normal basketball.
Running basketball. We call it running basketball.
Okay.
Because the difference between the wheelchair is they are using wheelchair. The normal basketball is running. We call it running basketball and wheelchair basketball because of the wheelchair. After that, nothing. Because before you can get the one wheelchair, you know how many dollars? One wheelchair will cost you like $3,500.
Wow.
$6,500. Yes, I still have one of my player playing in France.
One wheelchair?
Yeah. I have so many of them. That's his professional now.
$6,500.
Yes.
Even more than that, because they will take your measurement before they made the wheelchair for you.
Okay, it's going to be personalized.
Yes.
Not just that you go to the market.
No. Because in wheelchair basketball, we have classes.
Okay.
Because it depends on your disability. There are some that does not have waist.
They don't have the waist.
They don't have the waist. The moment they sit on the wheelchair, they fall down. Yeah. They have to make their wheelchair in the way that we support their waist. They would tie them to the wheelchair and everything. Because somebody that have an amputee player cannot use their wheelchair. They will make the amputee wheelchair separately with their own. That's the thing that make the wheelchair more expensive. You understand? Yes, we can get some for like 2,000, even 1,000. But for special people like what I said, the people that doesn't have waist and everything, their own is even more expensive than the other people that is amputee or something like that. That's what makes wheelchair basketball more expensive, because that's the thing that is not even make wheelchair basketball popular in the country. We're supposed to have been playing National Sport Festival because we've been represent the country in all African games. We go to elimination, the World Cup elimination in South Africa, Morocco, Angola, like every year. But the disadvantage we have in this country is that the chair state cannot purchase it. By the time you give them the estimate of the chairs, then they will tell you, this is more
calculating. Because just like you said now, I mean, it's not like you go. At first I was actually thinking, when you say $6,500, not naira now. Somebody explain to us so that you don't think it's naira.
Yeah.
I was thinking, go to the market and buy a wheelchair. But when you said it has to be designed according to your disability.
Yeah.
That means you have to be seen well with.
Yeah.
Then they design you according to who you are.
So to be comfortable,
Comfortable for you to use. And I really know, wow, this really. That means wheelchair basketball now in Nigeria now. Let me go to Nigeria a bit. How the development for that sort of money and looking at the way Nigerian sport is being run, it's as good as they've been neglected.
No. Which we have federation at the national, which I think they allocate some certain of money for them in the budget as well. At least they know the way they are running their things. What we been expected them to do for the players is the league, because we've been planning to start league. I think this year, if not for the COVID-19, it should have started this year because they've looked for sponsorship and everything. We have players. You will be surprised that wheelchair basketball is even popular in some states like Imo, Kwara, Oyo, Lagos, Sokoto, Delta State, Edo State. At least we have like 10 to 15 states playing wheelchair basketball. But the only disadvantage is the wheelchair they use for the game.
And if I'm coming, I think we are very lucky in this state.
Okay.
Because we have a sport-loving governor. And for you to take what I've just said 100%, you can see what is happening to our stadium.
Definitely.
And because of such a sport-loving governor, a lot of the association, we have confidence that we are going to excel a lot. Because when he has listening ear. Anytime you go to him, he listens to you and he take action. So I gave him that. Thank you.
Okay. We'll go for a quick break. And when we are back, we'll go to wheelchair basketball fully in Oyo State. I saw the phone line blinking the other time. It's not your time to open the phone line. When it's time, definitely I'm going to open the phone line. But first, let's go for a quick break. And of course, I will be right back.
You've heard the fans.
Frank Lampard, Andre Iniesta, and Zinedine Zidane. I choose Frank Lampard, Paul Scholes, and John Mikel.
You felt the tussle.
Yes, went to La Liga where he flourished more. I said he racked up more goals and assists.
Now it's about to turn into a war.
It's a one-league team.
What about
one team league?
One team league.
Just Bayern Munich and others.
Concerning the sack of that penalty.
It's the first ever sports tussle competition in Oyo State. 16 tusslers, one winner. Starting 6th September to 27th of December 2020. First prize 20,000 naira. Second prize 15,000 naira. Third prize 10,000 naira. Fourth prize 5,000 naira. Every Sunday from 3 to 4 p.m. on Pensioners 106.7 FM. Available in New Cable. Host Raymond Tolulope, the sports illuminator.
For further inquiries, sponsorship and advert placement, contact Pensioners FM on 0906 286 4317, 0906 286 4317, or the sports illuminator on 0902 672 1042, 0902 672 1042.
It's the first ever sports tussle competition.
Okay, we're back. We heard that the first ever sports tussle competition going down started on the 6th of September till the 27th of December. And of course, we'll be having another episode tomorrow with the fire, with the thunder. It's been so lovely here. First prize 20,000 naira, second prize 15,000 naira, third prize 10,000 naira, and of course fourth prize 5,000 naira. In case you want to be part of this, you will sponsor the program or partner with us or your support, you can get across to me 090-267-21042, 090-267-21042. The first of its kind in your state, right here inside the studio of Personals 106.7 FM. Welcome back from that quickly. Now let's talk wheelchair basketball in your state. It originated from since 2008. After the first participation at the National Sports Festival in 2007. Between 2008 till now, that is a bit of 12 years. A span of 12 years. How has it been in your state?
I can say that we've been doing very well. And the other time I mentioned our sport-loving governor. Even before they became the governor of this state, he has been assisting us. We go to him, he's ready to sponsor. He's even sponsored a lot of sporting activity, traveling. No, I gave him that. May God continue to be with him. And that is why I'm so confident that we are going to do better now that he's on the seat. And he has even started showing it with what he has done. After that 2000 and presently, we are still the defending champion, National League, wheelchair basketball.
Really?
Yes. We have about 5 of our players that are playing professional outside this country. And the governor deemed me fit to honor them, to even encourage them. He gave them contract. And they were being taken care of. And that is why a lot of people are coming. They want to play wheelchair basketball.
Looking at, just like you said, apparently the National League or your state is the defending champion. And looking at development, has it been so rosy and cozy?
It has not.
The expenses, even before the present governor was elected, looking at the rise of wheelchair basketball down till now. I want to a bit of take away Governor Shemakede now before he came on board. 2018 to say 2018, 2019. How has it been? The development, discovery of talent, competitions and the likes. What has been its state then?
It has not been a bed of roses, but because of the determination of the coaches and about 3 or 4 of them that has interest in doing the wheelchair basketball. Even when we are playing running basketball, they will come around. Some of these will come around at the stadium. They start using their something. Give me the ball. Let me make some free throw, and they were encouraged, especially by Coach Shobogo. And since then, we've been trying. And like I said, I will still continue. I will still mentioning. When you are incapacitated. You are incapacitated of doing things at times. You never run to somebody, sir, how are we going to do this? And say, okay, let me see what I can do. And we do something. And that is why in 2008 till date. And
of course, equipment. Just like you mentioned, the high price. How easy was it for these guys to get wheelchair to play this game?
It was easy. Not all that easy. With the assistance of people like the person I've kept on mentioning his name.
The private sponsors came on board.
Yes, that's just
to help out.
Yes.
Okay, now going now to where the wheelchair basketball is. Apparently, how many players does your state have on board?
We have more than full team. But I'm talking about people that even play professional, playing outside the country. I think I have 6.
No, I'm talking within the state.
Yes, that play within the state.
Yes.
And we have full team.
In numbers, I want them in numbers.
I think I'll be having about 18 to 19.
18 to 19 players.
Yes.
On board for your state.
Yes.
In your state. How many coaches on them?
We have national coach who happens to be the chief coach in our state. Is there. So other coaches under him too, they are around training them.
So is it 5 coaches, are they enough to take care of 19, 18, 19, 20 players?
Yeah, they are enough.
They're enough.
They are enough.
Because the case of personnel over athletes, very important aspect.
Yeah.
No matter how good you want to be, no matter how talented you can be, take away the coaching aspect, then you become void.
Okay.
That's why I really want to know if they are enough for.
They cannot be too much. But with what we have now, we can still manage.
Okay, with what you have, you can still manage. Now, that is Ibadan, the center, the capital, possibly most developed area in Oyo State. Going to other zones, Shaki, okay, Barapa,
Yeah.
and the like.
Yeah.
How is wheelchair basketball there?
It has, going with what we said earlier on, the concentration of the disability of people playing basketball, they are more in Ibadan.
Okay.
They are very much more in Ibadan. But people that are outside the town, under the zones, there are things we do because we have players and we have coaches at zones that take care of. We have basketball coach at Oyo. We have basketball coach at Ibarapa. Those are people that will take care of them. Then whenever there's going to be any competition or they are going for any championship, they bring all of them down to Ibadan that they will be taken care of.
Okay. Now you have coaches all over the zones.
They are coaches.
And anytime they need them, with the coaches there, do they have the necessary facilities and equipment to undergo training?
Not all the facility needed, but they can just improvise, just to take them. Let's assume they have, like in Oyo, they have just one wheelchair that can see, or two. Okay, they can take it, you use it, do this, come back, the other person take it up, use it and come back until they will be called to camp to come and do it.
Okay, can you want to be part of it? 09081 11 1067, 09081 11 1067, or 0808010 1067, 0808010 1067. Because I'm still going to bring in, there's a cycling competition within Oyo State coming down this weekend. I've got the Oyo State cycling right there in the building. We're still going to discuss that as well. Okay, moving forward now. The court of the running basketball and the wheelchair basketball. The court, is it the same size?
Exactly? Are you talking about the rim?
The rim, rather.
Okay.
Is it the same size as, or is it a bit?
Everything in basketball court, the rim, upright, the measurements are the same with the wheelchair basketball.
Just exactly everything.
What the able running basketball is using. That's what they are using as well. You understand? The only thing there is the way they dribble.
Okay.
Because when you're in wheelchair basketball, when you are dribbling the ball, the rule allow you to take the ball from the floor, put it on your laps, move your wheelchair, and take it again and continue bouncing it.
Let me pick this call. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Williams.
Okay, Williams. Good afternoon.
Yes. Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. You're welcome.
And please, I want to ask this question on the wheelchair issue. There are some companies, wheelchair companies, are prepared to assist or subsidize the price for wheelchair-bound athletes. Wheelchair we may consider as obsolete, but could be used here to help these athletes to master their craft ability. I want to ask, as the chairman of that wheelchair association, what are you doing or what have you done to interface with such wheelchair companies if they could help subsidize and let the athletes have this wheelchair?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Second, we want to ask this.
Okay.
Hello.
Go ahead, William.
I want to ask this question. Each time we bring in a chairman or head of a sports association in Oyo State here, I keep listening. They refer to 1970s and 1980s at the time we had it to an extent good in sports management. And this new chairman and the rest, they are the products
of
that
decks.
period. Why is it that we keep referring to that? Why are we not able, if you are not there as the new chairman, why are you not able to replicate what you enjoyed in the 1970s? It's as if we just relax, somehow we keep making excuses, and somehow we're not doing what we ought to do to revamp the sporting system in this state. What can you do going forward instead of these excuses going forward to actually revive these sports in this state? I used to know at the police academy, we've had some of the best athletes in this country. Ajua, Bada and the rest.
Sunday Bada.
That happening also. Yes, it's declining. What exactly is happening? That sport is not as important or as lucrative in this country as it is in other countries. So please, going forward, you guys are the head. You need to do something because you have enjoyed a period where sport was relevant, and now you are there as the head. Let's go beyond the excuses and also make sports relevant now. God bless you.
Okay, thank you so much, William. You heard him.
Thank you very much.
2 questions in one: to partner with such company. The secondly, we talk about sport then, very beautiful then, looking lucrative, and everything seems to be in order. But right now, it's a downward slope. In fact, that was the reason why this program actually came up. It's a downward slope. Now, what is the way forward? 2 questions into one.
Thank you very much. Let me start from the first question. Actually, that is what is our hope, and that is what we have been living on, that wheelchair basketball in Oyo State is going to go places, because we've been making efforts to get in touch with some of these companies, and we are even trying to get in touch with the diaspora of this town to assist us in assisting all these interested players to be able to go forward. And like my friend asked the question, my brother asked the question, as Riley said, we wouldn't mind if he too has any means of assisting us in getting some of this company, at least for us to forge ahead. Then the second question, during the time we are doing this sport, I could remember vividly very well. We are doing the sport because of our passion, interest we have in the sport. Then it's not that the administration or to go on road trip. A lot of time, I used to bring my car, fuel it, and we travel around the country to play the game. It's because of the interest we have in it.
Passion,
but not now. We even thank God that the government, they are showing interest in supporting us. I think we are going to get there. We are going to get there by God's grace. We are not relenting on our efforts to make sure that sport is back as usual. Thank you.
Okay. No relenting on efforts. Make sure our sport is back in the game. I quickly joining us on board. Like I said, there's going to be a cycling competition coming up this weekend in Ibadan, as far as Oyo State cycling is concerned. And of course, in a bit, we're going to get explanation on that competition. I've got 2 gentlemen in the building from the Oyo State Sport Council. Coach Akishan Oluwaseyi, who is the coach of Oyo State Cycling. And of course, the PRO, Phillips Martins, both in the building this afternoon. The competition kicks off this Friday, as you know. In order to engage you. Okay, good afternoon. Welcome on board this afternoon, Coach Akinola Oluwase. Akinola Oluwase. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So let's get to know quickly in a bit of 2-3 minutes what's going to happen this weekend right here in Oyo State.
We have race for our kids for grassroots level. And then the race, the mission of the race, just to discover the new talents in cycling and to promote cycling in Oyo State as a whole, to promote the West Africa. That is one of the missions.
Okay, maybe you have to do it this way so that for people to understand very well. A bit of Yoruba and English. I think I've got the PR with Phillips Martins. Maybe if you give out English so that people there out there in our own indigenous language can understand why this is coming up on board. So, Mr. Philip Martins, this weekend.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to you out there. I'm Martin Phillips. The next coming weekend, Saturday and Sunday, is going to be a tournament coming. And the reason for this tournament for coming is just because we want to bring in a very wonderful, talented new cyclist to a cycling club, just because we want to develop more and more strength in the people living in our society. Thank you so much.
Okay, Coach Akinola Oluwase. Now let's go to Yoruba. Again, so Yoruba. Let's leave. Ìdíje tó ń bọ̀ ní òpin ọ̀sẹ̀. Ẹ ṣàlàyé fáwọn èèyàn wa kọ́ gbọ́.
Ìdíje tó ń bọ̀ ní òpin ọ̀sẹ̀ ó dá lórí abẹ́mi tó máa mọ bí àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké yẹn bí wọ́n ṣe ní agbára sí. A dẹ̀ tún fẹ́ jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé kẹ̀kẹ́ gígùn ó dáa fún ìlera ara àwọn ọmọ kékeré àti àgbàlagbà. Ó dáa tara nǹkan tí ìdíje yẹn já wọn nìyẹn.
So you can hear that in both English and Yoruba. Starting from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's a road race. You're going to be seeing both male and female, above 15 years for female, and of course below 16 years. And of course, I'm seeing the veteran as well. A veteran for the male side, a little bit like 15 for male, and of course the male veteran masters. Intermediate are male above 17 years. And of course, the PR I'm looking at, is it the professional male?
Yes.
The professional male. So
yes.
Professional cyclist.
Yes.
You're going to take part in this as well.
Very well, sir.
And like I said, it's tagged Discovering New Talent and the 4th edition. Okay, before we quickly go, I'm looking at our time. What should we expect, in this competition?
Okay, what I'm really expecting people to get from us is to develop more people in our society. First and foremost, cycling help develop most people having arthritis, like people with rheumatism. That is what we want to try our best possible to do, to make sure their bone comes back to its rightful position again. And we just want people out there to get to know that cycling is not a barrier. Cycling is a very wonderful sport, because when you see an old man of 50 years of age, you'll be thinking that the man is of 30 years of age because of the sport cycling. Because sport is life. It gives more strength and more lifespan to we human beings.
Okay, Nikuku, Coach Akinola, kí ni kí àwọn èèyàn máa retí nínú ìdíje kẹ̀kẹ́ gígùn tó ń bọ̀ ní òpin ọ̀sẹ̀?
A fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn púpọ̀ kan darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní ọmọdé àti lágbàlagbà.
Okay, at the competition, the arrival of athletes Friday, 25th September 2020, and of course our pre-race meeting Friday as well, 25th September. Competition date, competition purpose, Saturday 26th, and of course Sunday 27th. And of course, it's a road race, and expect fireworks. On Saturday, we're going to Agodi Garden to Premier Hotel Inn. That is a team game. And of course, one for the road race on Sunday. The starting point has to be aside with Elele to Elele Junction, Lukumado Junction, and finishing at Oando Petrol at TCTC rather. So both of for cycling, sport is back. In case you are still wondering, both of us cycling this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and of course expect Personals FM to give you updates on the development. You can always trust us for that. Okay, once again, Piero, our final word on the show before we say goodbye.
Okay. I want to. Well, just to cut the long story short, I will employ every parent out there to please bring their kids to join the cycling team because cycling is life. Because it's just like an element that brings life. That is a water. Without water, there will be no life. So cycling is life. So please, I employ every parent to bring their child, and it will be fun. Thank you so much.
Okay, Coach Akiola.
a fẹ́ kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn kọ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa kí wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ́ ọmọ wa.
So you are that. He says cycling is life. Maybe other Coach Taye will say basketball is life too now. Why? So with the go also we say, well, basketball too is life. But generally, sport is life.
Sport is life.
That is the most important. Of course, that will be the size this afternoon on Sports Drill on Personals 106.7. I have to say a very big thanks to Coach Taye for coming on board.
Thank you for having me in your program. We really appreciate it.
Okay, of course, the chairman of the wheelchair basketball, Tolulope family. Thank you also for coming on board this afternoon on a day like this inside Personals 106.7 FM.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you so much. Long life Nigeria, your state sports, long life Nigeria, and long life Agbalode.
This coming week, Monday to Sunday, is our first year anniversary.
Damn.
So I'm giving you a special invite.
Don't mean I'll be there.
Okay, definitely. Okay, to the cyclist in the house, Coach Akiola Eshetewa. And of course, PRO Philip Martins. Thanks for coming
so much.
Okay, of course, definitely this weekend. This weekend, and of course, I'll keep it there with us on Personals 106.7. We'll give you everything low down, talking about sport development in your state. And of course, don't forget that our 1 year anniversary is also here from Monday to Sunday. We're calling on everybody to be part of us. Don't forget, tomorrow, 3 p.m., first ever sports tussle competition that continues. It's supposed to be firework. Like I said, if you want to be part of the show, support and partner us, definitely reach out to me on 09026721042 or 09026721042. Partner with us. And of course, many thanks to my producer, Babatunde Tiameyo, my DC on duty, Babafemi Obide. I remain Raymond, the Tolulope, the sports illuminator, saying, keep it locked on Personals 106.7 FM. And of course, stay blessed.
You've